right, let's go. Hey, we are sitting here, the 40th floor premiere on the Pine. We got Sean Wynn over here. We got my co-host, as always. We got Andrew Broman, my favorite comic dad.
But most importantly,
the most important, Sebastian Jones. How you doing, Sebastian?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude, you're doing all kinds of things. What are you doing? What are you doing nowadays? Like,
what am I doing nowadays? I'm like
aside from managing
sledding through convention to
he's
convention.
at Renton City Comic Con making dreams come true.
This is true. I'm in the Green City right here. I'm in Seattle. I'm having a good time. Emerald City with you guys, the comic dad.
Hey, thanks for hanging with us, man. I appreciate it.
But most importantly, the Green City. You got your Sprite right there. Sean's got his Bodie. I got my Rainier. We got our Bodie. Wouldn't be a comic dads if we didn't do a cheers to start it off.
That's right. Let's do
We
this.
always gotta be drinking while we do it.
Cheers.
Georgetown started
Cheers, everybody.
Alpha, and they're great people for it. And the Rainier, the big vitamin R for the win.
So starting off, hey, Sean, you got any questions for Sebastian?
You know what? Actually, I want to give Sebastian a chance to just kick it off real quick because, like you said, Stranger Comics is. I don't feel like it's just a comic company. I feel like Stranger Comics is a movement, and I wanted to give you a chance to actually express that because, like, I've talked to you in the past, and it's more than just entertainment; it's inspiration. So, can you speak on that real quick?
Yeah, I think for us, Stranger Comics, the idea for it was to create a kind of a culture, a kind of a lifestyle brand. I was always inspired by companies like Blue Note Records or Taschen or HBO to say, if you're going to buy something from Stranger, it's like you have a hallmark, a philosophy of quality, not just to put a bunch of stuff out and see what sticks, but to create something kind of, I don't know, something that people can feel like they can have their own sense of dignity, their own sense of self within a comic book kind of medium. And we kind of introduced the world of Stranger Comics through fantasy comics. Because I spent 30 years creating a fantasy world called Asunder. And again, I think it's just to represent the underrepresented in a very honest, organic, and authentic way. So, yeah, it's just something where people can find themselves at home with.
It's a great universe, absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, one of the things I found most amazing in reading The Untamed and then reading Niobe, which are kind of the two really pulled together, that whole fantasy world. You're making it an experience by expanding it and trying to move it into an RPG too, and that's kind of moving. And you're using established platforms and established characters. So, I mean, you want to elaborate a little bit about the RPG as well as the comic crossover and the tie-in.
Which that does kind of boomerang me into a question. Do you have a video game background? Like, do you play a lot of video games? Because your comics, honestly, like after reading Niobe, things like this, it kind of makes me think that you do play video games.
I do play video games, not as much as I used to. I actually taught at a big video game university in Sweden for a bit.
That's awesome.
How to take your idea from concept to creation without selling your soul.
Was it more like, oh, I saw that. That was a nice little shout out. I see what you did there.
I'm a huge gamer.
What's your favorite games? I think this is something that
live action role playing, dude.
Dude,
I'm out in the forest with my swords and shit. Slaying people, dressing up in my mom's bathrobe.
That's Elder Scrolls and then some.
Kingdom Come. You play that new Kingdom Come?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh, you're missing out.
Is it good?
Real good.
Dude, I dress up and I go into the forest with rubber swords. That's how I get down.
Hey,
I beat people up with rubber.
Hey, if you
want...
Are
you serious?
Oh yeah, no, I'm serious.
I'm pretty sure Sean and us
Since
as the
I was
comic
this
guys, we
high.
can do like a LARP thing. Yeah, I'll get down with some LARP. We'll get down with some rubber swords and we'll fight you in the woods.
You guys know I'm all about going into the woods with a sword.
Well, Sean,
we got plenty of woods to go get lost in.
Right.
Just make sure somebody brings the beer.
I don't know about how Sean feels about it. Sean's moving into the woods. He's like,
No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna live in the woods, but I can go there and tear some shit up.
Right.
And then I leave.
Yeah, real quick.
I've seen enough movies that we don't stay.
Well, I mean, you don't run upstairs, you run out the door and down the street. I mean,
Exactly.
come on.
Yeah,
I don't
everybody
go
knows
check out noises.
Right.
But you being here at Emerald City Comic Con, dude, what was your favorite thing about Emerald City Comic Con?
Honestly, the fans, man. There's something very special about meeting folks, especially young girls or grandmothers, who literally, especially grandmothers, black grandmothers who greet me like, "Don't you give up, young man. You better do this." And sometimes people they're crying or screaming to see themselves represented in the comics or kids books that we do. So, and the repeat customers that come back and they flip out, they scream like, "Oh my God, you're here!" And
that's really cool.
Honestly,
right?
That's the thing that just hits me in the soul. That's the most amazing thing for me.
Do you feel like that overall that you're widely accepted in the brown community, or do you ever get like any kickback from any of the material you put out, or like?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's adorable. I don't
Oh
care.
snaps! I see what
This is how prepared we sort of are. I mean, I had to run,
My man.
but this is before you can buy it. I might have visited the booth.
It may have happened at ECCC.
Talking to Sebastian makes me happy. I mean, he's just such an inspirational guy. But the new Niobe, you want to talk a little about this comic?
Sure. And to answer your question, like I've had death threats. I've had all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
But look,
Is it kind of from all spectrums of it? Like it's like love and appreciation and so much hate. But
yeah, but mostly it's all love.
when you're doing that,
There's a
does that make you
sprinkling
feel-
of hate. I
Does that
don't
make you feel
care.
kind of good that you're affecting people to that, like?
Honestly, it's amazing that this resonates on such a soul level,
That's
on
awesome.
such an intrinsic level. And I'm mixed. I grew up in a very small white village,
Yeah.
and so I've experienced it from a very young age.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I created the character Niobe, and I was lucky enough to work with Amanda Stenberg, who played Rue in the Hunger Games. But for me, I created this mixed character. She's black, but she's mixed. She's half elven, half human. It's really to play to the dualities within all of us.
Was that kind of also like a kind of a piece of you when you like created this kind
little
of
bit.
like kind of?
I think for her, she represents someone like the Weeping Buddha, someone that we can put our faith and our hopes and our fears and our ambition and our own ambitions and inhibitions into her. And it's actually a lot to ask of her for her winged shoulders to bear. The sequel to Niobe She Is Death, the sequel is Niobe She Is Death. The sequel to Niobe She Is Life.
Is that a hashtag spoiler alert also too?
Nah, bollocks.
Okay, bollocks, whatever.
This is a story where Niobe becomes a badass bounty hunter, hunting down sex traffickers and slave traders to represent our own brown girls that get abducted around the world.
Some of the worst people
She
in
becomes
life
an icon.
that I mean, we read about in
exactly.
stories all the time.
So my goal was to really plant kind of real world issues within hopefully beautiful stories and amazing art.
Yeah, well, you got
The
that
art's
right.
always amazing. I mean, that's the first
Who
thing.
is
that
your
happens.
main artist though? Like with
Well-
all this, who is your main artist that you want to go to?
Well, we have my art director Daryl May does all the layouts and all that stuff. But Niobe became, on She Is Life, the first book, it became the first ever nationally distributed comic book with a black female author, artist, and hero in the history of all comics.
Right. That's
Which
right.
kind of blew the water, and suddenly you had some of the big studios going, "Oh, we must."
How do we not
Check
do
this
that
out.
before? Oh,
Right.
hey, there might be a market for that. Oh my God, let me get in
I
there.
bet you they think that now.
Thank you,
Black
thank you,
Panther's
thank you,
still
Black
so
Panther.
bad.
Yeah, right.
But we work with artists like Peter Bergting, who does the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter covers, Ashley A. Woods, who does She Is Life, Sheldon Mitchell, Jamaican artist out of Baltimore, did this interiors for me, Jay Lee, who does the cover.
Jay Lee really. I
Jay
did
Lee.
not realize that was Jay Lee. That's
yeah.
awesome.
They don't mess around.
Sorry, I'm late to the game, guys. I'm late to the game.
So lots of artists from all around the world. I'm a big believer in representation matters. So, yeah, man.
I mean, and for the antithesis, the white guy, older guy, comic book kind of caricature that is expected by comics all the time. I love the stories. I love the artwork. I mean, I can get
He's the
behind
one
the
who got me
characters anyway. I mean,
Sure.
like you see kind of like some of the racial pieces and the components. I've always played half-elf characters in my RPGs.
That's awesome.
So the idea of kind of playing in both communities
Yeah.
and not fitting into any of them has always kind of resonated with me.
Right.
And that was some of the beauty of Niobe is
Yeah.
hitting all those like
It really speaks to the
Dungeons
internal
and
struggle with all of
Dragons
us. Yeah.
things that I grew up playing.
And
Yeah.
he didn't pull me into Niobe. I had no idea about it until last year at Renton City Comic Con.
Okay.
Where we
He
got
was
our,
the
you
first
on
one
our
that borrowed the Untamed.
no joke. He was literally attached to you so fast that I was like, who are you
Well,
talking
you're a
to?
you're an RPG guy, dude. Yeah. So to
Yeah,
your
no.
question,
That
the RPG, we made a deal with Paizo to turn Niobe into a 3.5 Pathfinder role-playing game.
Right, which is that's my jam right there. You know, because I was already like coming into Pathfinder when I
Right.
discovered Niobe. So when I saw that, I like literally like went like this in my house, like, yo, son! You know, and I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, Sebastian's so damn smart. He's so damn smart, and he's reaching out to so many people on so many levels. Like, look, I'm tearing up right now just thinking about like
you are
this
fine,
world.
man. I feel it, brother. I
This
feel it, man.
world and like what it does to me as a man, as a human being, and what it does to help me inspire other people to say that, look, not only do we have representation, but it's relevant to our world, it's relevant to how you live your life, and there's lessons in there.
And it's amazing. Like, I mean,
Right.
on any comic book level you want to judge on, the artwork is phenomenal.
The
writing
writing
is
is
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
The story is phenomenal. Like,
I might even say the publishing is phenomenal.
there's nothing you can say about this book that you're like, well, Marvel does this, that, or DC does this. No. You're hitting every element that a great comic book company
Thank
needs
you.
to hit. And doing it amazingly in a different way that no one else ever thought of. And you know,
Right.
100%.
I mean,
Like-
and not to mention, like, I mean, think about the involvement, like, of a. I'm telling him to think about his book, like he doesn't know. But like the fact that you got like Niobe and Untamed and Erathun and Dusu, and it's all one world. It's like I can't get enough of it. And sometimes it's like I'm overwhelmed. I got to go back and I feel like I'm studying.
Kind of gotta reread it.
Right,
because
but
you're
I'm like,
oh, I
I'm
gotta
enjoying
soak
it the
this
whole
in.
time.
I mean, I grew up reading Dragonlance,
Sure,
and then
me
reading
too.
Stephen Brust.
This
So
is
like
yes.
my old-
Margaret Weis,
this is the
Tracy
old
Hickman,
school.
Richard
This is
Nash,
Right.
Kaz the Minotaur and Legend of Huma stuff.
Right,
Like that's
big
that's
time.
some of my
my jam,
favorite
dude.
stuff. And like the Stephen Brust stuff, you're
Yeah.
talking about an Eastern or a
Yes.
human in a Dragarian world. And
Jareg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book of Jareg.
Yeah, I read all that stuff
the
too,
Book of
bro.
Taltos.
Yep.
It's the fish out of water,
Yep.
like don't quite fit stories.
Yep.
Exactly.
They just resonate and you're writing another story sitting it's my wheelhouse.
Me too. No, that's
So,
great.
I'm sorry to
That's
cut you guys.
awesome.
I'm sorry to cut you guys off. Sebastian, where can we find your work? Where can we like if we're looking for stuff like this? I mean,
Where
just
can
art-
we get Niobe?
Where can we get
Any
this
brick
stuff?
and mortar,
Do
right?
you have a
Make
website?
sure you go into all your local brick and mortar stores, support them 100%. Let them know about Niobe and Stranger Comics, that you want to see our stuff in their stores so we can support the retailers as well. If you want to find us, just go to strangercomics.com.
Your Instagram is hot fire too.
It's very, very easy to find me at all social medias. I'm just at Stranger Comics.
And then the Untamed, I saw it on not a hardback anymore. There's the softback.
You can get you can get everything on hardcover, softcover trades,
whatever
all
you
that.
want, whatever format you want. You can get it in all
Download.
8 books. Download it.
Yeah, and personally, I gotta say too, just so you guys know,
Last
every
minute
now
stuff
and
coming in.
then they'll do a Kickstarter, and that's where you get the really juicy material. Because I just got my Niobe package in the mail, and let me tell you, it was sweet.
Well, and it gives you a chance to put your money where your mouth is as a fan. If you want to support something you care about and you actually care about, jump into it. $30 on a Kickstarter, $50 on a Kickstarter beats everything else.
By the way, Erathun, the Kickstarter for Erathun for the beautiful hardcover will come out in about 2 months.
Yeah, man.
Months, you heard it here.
Done.
Right there.
Thanks to Sebastian
Hey
Jones.
Thank you very
Sebastian,
much.
thanks for sitting down with
Thank you very
us.
much.
It's a
Thank you,
pleasure.
sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome. Peace.
We're coming back later.
All right, folks. Sean Wynn here with Radioactive Geeks, and of course with the Comic Dads.
In
And
Egypt, always hanging out.
Yeah,
But
we're
our
always
guest
here.
is the man.
all right, so right here with us, we have legendary cartoonist and artist Keith Tucker. Now, okay, I could go through the list of everything that Keith Tucker is responsible for, but before I do that, I need you to know that this is the man responsible for a lot of your childhood. So I'm actually going to let Keith list off because, like, he's done a lot of things, and I feel like this is the best source to pick it out.
Oh, dude,
so,
yeah.
Keith, if you wouldn't mind, educating these people, like, how did you influence their childhoods and even today? So
The 80s, the 90s,
you have to
the
realize
nows, you got
my 90s is a little bit more like hitting home than you two, but I want you. That was not an old joke. I'm sorry.
Black the hair, the gray in the hair.
right, I'm like, we know what's up.
He was writing cartoons for me, all right?
Right.
I appreciate you.
So if you want to roll down the list,
Boy, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Tiny Toons, Rescue Rangers, DuckTales, Tailspin, He-Man,
all of my
She-Ra,
childhood.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, Robotics, oh gosh.
see?
He can't even keep up with it.
So you said some
Andrew's
things that
ready.
had some crossover, a little He-Man crossover. We met Tom Cook at RenCon the first year.
Yeah, I know, Tom.
I take it you and Tom go way back?
Yeah, back to Filmation. Yeah.
So what did you like drawing best? Like what was your favorite cartoon character of all the cartoon characters
That I've done.
that
Yeah.
you've done that you got to see on the screen and be like, yeah, that was mine and that's awesome.
Okay. Pinky and the Brain.
Which is a classic for me. Like that's
It
you're
was
hitting
my
home.
favorite piece of animation.
And why is that?
My wife is roaming around, and that is legit her favorite cartoon of all time. Like I don't even know if she knows you're here, but
That's
she would,
what.
That's why. Okay.
One is a
Pinky and the
genius,
Brain.
the other's insane.
But which one?
The laboratory mice, the genes
Well,
have this
Yeah,
It's
but
all
he's right.
backwards.
But which
You
one?
know-
Pinky and the Brain.
Which one was the genius and which one was
Pinky.
insane?
Pinky was the genius.
Was he though?
Zen down.
No,
That's a good. You know
I
what?
don't
That's
know.
a whole
Where are
other.
we gonna find
That's a
rubber
whole
boots our
other show.
size?
That's another hour. Pinky and the Brain tops.
Oh, as I was talking about my wife,
That's
and
a
she's
little
killing
bit
the
less
lights.
about our lights.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just talking good about you, babe. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways.
But then-
sorry.
Close second, Animaniacs.
Yeah.
So did you like Yakko, Wacko, or Dot?
They're also similar.
They're my children. Not my children. It takes a village.
It does take a village.
You can't choose a favorite.
So in Animaniacs, when you were, because Pinky and the Brain was the spinoff of Animaniacs, when you were drawing that, did you draw like the good pigeons and all that stuff as well, or just the Animaniacs and just Pinky and the Brain?
They're not good pigeons. They're bad feathers.
Oh
You
man.
did draw those. You did draw those. That's the reaction. I saw that little smirk on your face as you kind of saw that. You were like, "Oh."
And that was one
you
of my
guys watch
favorite
my
parts. Is
cartoons.
you would get 10-minute vignettes, and it was, who are we gonna get this week? I don't know. Who are we
Yeah,
getting this episode?
It was a nice roll of the dice of cartoon, and
Right.
just honestly, it was a fun, really well done. Me personally, I'm the DC dork of the group, and I love WB. I stand behind WB 100%. The cartoons that you've done are very monumental, and we definitely, I want to salute you personally. Like for what you did for my childhood, I appreciate you.
Now, if you don't mind me
Maximum
interrupting,
No, bring it.
I
bring
do
it,
want to
John.
talk about what he's been doing because I've been, like I said, I've known Keith for years
Because
now.
we can fanboy for hours. if we
And this,
need to.
and this is what like impresses me about Keith. Like, first of all, this brother is at every single convention that I go to. Like, he is everywhere. I thought I was everywhere. No, he is everywhere. And not only that, but like, if you go to that convention where he's at, he will have an exclusive version of whatever the hell he's worked on that he's just decided to do for that con only.
I don't know no
So,
better.
so let's hear it. What do you got for Emerald City this
What's
year?
Emerald City?
What are you bringing?
Whoa.
And can you tease any other ones in there, like, Rose City?
Come on.
Or Jet City?
Give
Well-
us a scoop. You're here at this VIP party. Come
Okay.
on, give us a scoop. Come on,
Godzilla stomps the Northwest.
Damn.
And
Does
he's
Bigfoot
in
come running out of
Seattle
the
right
trees?
now.
Oh,
Okay.
he's that was as best as we're getting. I could
Big,
tell by that
Bigfoot's
look.
not going to
Yeah.
come running out of the trees?
And Brain is using his Zillabot control. And I didn't hear your question.
So is Sasquatch running out of the trees then? If Godzilla's invading the Northwest knocking trees down?
Nah, I didn't deal with
They're
it.
not finding him.
Not this time. Not this time.
He's in Canada this time of year. Everyone
So
knows
yeah,
this.
so they can pick up that print at your table.
Yes, booth 1935, right down Funko Pop Road.
On the 4th floor.
That's where we can find them. If we want signatures, autographs, are you doing personal pieces, by the way?
Oh yeah, as much as I can draw. I'm drawing as fast as I can.
Until the hands give out, you're here.
Bring those personal pieces. Come meet our boy. Come see us. Come see the man behind the legend of WB.
I'm one of them. It
What
takes
about
a
you?
village.
It does take a
It
village.
takes a village.
But I mean, you're wearing the Sandman shirt. Did you work on the Sandman?
No, I'm just a fan.
Just a
But-
self-promoter?
But
I'm
you
a
do have.
fan.
Can you show the camera your sweet jacket though? Your WB. His
Like, they don't
WB.
just give these
They-
to anybody.
It's got his name on
That's
it, bro.
WB. That's personalized on the front lapel.
That is sweet.
Like that's a man who's been around a block or three and can tell you around the studio. He definitely knows his way out of the water tower.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
All right,
he
but
does.
thank you,
Guys
every.
lock me up all the time. But I get out.
I'm getting ready to lock him up right now.
And then Vamoose, now you know the plot.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we got. But Keith, I wanted to say thank you for agreeing to do this, but always for, just being so kind about it and sharing your work with the world. So
100%. Like you're a part of my childhood. I appreciate you. This is an interview I won't forget. Thank you for being here for us.
And we were
Thanks for
excited to
having me.
meet Tom at RenCon 1. We're as excited to meet you right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I can tell you that without a
yeah,
hesitation.
and you make sure you come to RenCon.
Yeah, they already said I'm there.
Perfect.
I'm like,
How much beer do I have to buy to get you there? Got it.
Whatever it is, we can
Whatever
do
it is, we'll make it happen.
You write that
copy,
right.
copy.
All we
Hey.
drink is IPA.
You know what? Four
Eh,
Generals,
they're out of
wait
beer.
when we were at RenCon, and I'll make them make the hoppiest IPA they've ever made.
There you go.
You're coming this year. What do you need on IBUs? Like 75, 80, 82, 83?
No, I'm a lightweight. It's like I can't keep up with all that.
We'll get you there.
In math
You're trying to
class,
throw him some
I
dollars.
drew pictures and I got in trouble.
We'll have a growler there every day for your booth.
Oh, there's one thing I didn't get to mention real quick as I exit stage left. Left. I also worked in films. Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan.
At the con.
Animated, hand-drawn animated effects. The first Conan movie, and John Carpenter's The Thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
My
nice.
name's in the
Very
film.
nice.
Some big sci-fi names. I mean, Wrath of Khan is almost everybody's favorite sci-fi or Star Trek movie.
That's
So you're
hands down
talking like in
everyone's
the
Star
Nebula
Trek.
hand-drawn stuff, or
Well, I did the base animation for all the transporter scenes,
okay.
and I did a couple of laser blasts on the Reliant. I helped kill Spock. I pitched in.
He just you feel good for taking
fault.
credit for helping kill Spock.
At this point, you're just bragging now, man.
Somebody had to.
Hey, that's okay. Kurt killed Christopher Lloyd for Spock. The
But
next
I only helped. Somebody else did the main part.
Thank you,
Well,
Keith.
thank you very
I
much,
appreciate
Keith.
it. You get over here, give me a hug, man. I need a hug from you, man. Thank you. I
Can I keep
need
this
one of those from him.
microphone?
Let's go.
All right, we got the comic dads, we got Sean with us, but more importantly, we got two Power Rangers with us. We do? Who's those?
Apparently
It's
the-
not me.
Oh, wait. I think you can tell by the Fit Club.
My name is Walter Jones. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's wearing a lightning bolt. That's him. That's him.
I did this for you.
I know.
This is, by the way, I'm just going to throw it out there, marketing and advertising. Steve Cardenas' personal line. Come get you a Power Ranger shirt. What's up?
Jason Faunt with us as well.
Also known as Leon Kennedy.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Resident
play,
Evil.
I
Yeah.
play video games, bro. Let's go.
So, I mean, we've got gaming, we got Power Rangers, we got a good time. So, tell us a little bit about this. Let's start with Jason, since you're with me. Tell us a little about your Emerald City experience, why you keep coming back, why you come to the Greater Pacific Northwest, what you're enjoying about the hanging out and the good times.
Oh man, you know what? It's the Pacific Northwest has a lot. The people here are amazing. So what I've noticed about Emerald City is that I go to a lot of events all over the world. I meet a lot of people. People here are fantastic. They generally want to meet you. They want to talk. They want to know more about your life, and so it's fun coming and doing this. The staff that we work with is amazing. So we're just having a great time.
I saw. I mean, we kind of photobombed on your fan page, so we saw the coffee date. Day one.
Oh yeah, right.
And that was one of that
he was the one that put like, oh, I'm so glad I swiped right on Tinder. This coffee date is going so well. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, you got it. He's funny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Left. He never agreed to this date. That was just you, bro. I'm sorry.
If you're not following them on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, you need to find both of them because they've got funny posts all the time. It makes you laugh. Whatever fandom of theirs you are, it's some of the funniest stuff.
It's not even like the worst one that we've done. Like Jason and I, like not even con related or whatever. We went down to Cabo, right? Yeah. We went down to Cabo with another one of our buddies, and we were hanging out. And we went to Senor Frogs, and they have those chairs that look like asses.
Oh my God!
I know exactly what you're talking about. And we're looking at each other with the asses. And it was very funny. So we do that kind of stuff all the time. It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's the kind of stuff that me and you actually get famous with this. We'd probably do all of those and then some.
Your bromance is something that we strive for. Like we're trying to get to your.
It is a bromance. It's so funny.
It's nice.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bromance.
Exactly. But the interesting thing about it is that Jason and I never worked together on Power Rangers at all. Our seasons were years apart. And I met him like a few years ago at a Comic Con in Kentucky, and then we just became like really, really good friends, So that's the one thing that I like about like the Power Ranger fraternity is that it's like automatically accepted that we're all Power Rangers, so we're all really good friends as we share something special. Exactly.
You guys are also the Red Rangers together.
Well,
so it's kind of like
the
a
Red
legacy.
Rangers too. It compounds it exactly, but
don't mess this up.
Well, let me ask you this then: like, because you're Red Rangers, is there like a clique? Like with just Red Rangers, which is like, those Blue Rangers ain't shit. Like, is it like Red Rangers forever over here?
No, we got a Blue Ranger.
It's not cliquish. It's not cliquish, but we do have teams. Like, for example, I was the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger. And so, because I was the Blue Ranger, all the other Blue Rangers, we have a team called the Blue Crew. And so sometimes we'll all get together and we're like, Blue Crew. But then I'm Red Ranger too.
How can they trust him?
Which do you like more, the blue or the red?
Oh, don't you lie. You better say red. Because I will smash all over you.
People ask me all the time, like, who do you like better, blue or red? And I'm like, what do you mean? My character was the same. It's the same person. So you're asking me what suit I like better? In that case, yes, I like the red suit better because it's the most iconic for sure. But the Blue Ranger series that I worked on was my favorite season to work on because my character was more developed. They gave me more stuff to do. I got more airtime. So that was like a more fun season to work on for me than opposed to when I was first a Red Ranger and I was pretty much like a deer in headlights because I had never done any acting before. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
I gotta ask both you guys, what karate background do you guys have?
What's that?
Because there is some MMA background.
Martial arts or otherwise background.
What about both you guys, what's your main focus?
Like, you mean martial arts wise?
Yeah, I know Faunt is being pretty.
No, Faunt does Jeet Kune Do. He does Bruce Lee style Jeet Kune Do. He's a martial arts student.
But I love hanging with these guys because what's
Hey, what's going on over here? Get out of here! Get out of here! Don't mind those guys. No, get in here. I'm saying get in here. Yeah.
This is what happens with live interviews, particularly with these RenCon kids.
We just yell.
We're yelling in the mic like this.
So what studies do you guys focus? Which is funny because over here
he does Kung Fu as well. Kung Fu,
pretty much this entire corner.
I do judo. I mean, that's as much as judo.
Yeah,
I do Mexican judo, which is judo know if I got a gun or judo know if I got a knife.
Yeah, but more importantly, you don't know how many cousins I got in the car.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. That's it. I'm from Chicago. That's it. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, my style is actually Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I do.
What about you?
I trained Jeet Kune Do for about 3.5 years.
Nice.
And that was a long time ago. So what I do is I hang out with these guys that are really tough, and then my level just goes up.
Yeah, right. Plus, he lifts a lot of freaking weights.
I mean, you guys,
Pretty strong.
you guys travel a lot.
looks like this. I'm like, I look a lot
It's all
stronger.
smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors.
I mean, you guys travel a lot. Like, how do you manage eating, being on the road as much as you are, eating, causing trouble, and still stay in
Lots
shape?
of vodka.
Well, that's not how you stay in
It's
shape.
a vodka diet, bro. Promise you.
Vodka diet.
It works wonders.
You cut the carbs out. Vodka and
Right,
soda
yeah, exactly.
wins.
Vodka, soda, no
So all you
carbs.
kids coming up, when you start drinking vodka
You
soda,
agree
you
with
want to
this?
stay skinny.
You agree with
No,
this?
no.
Be straight from the Power
I'm
Rangers.
a gym rat every day, unless I'm at these shows, and then we just run out of time. There's no time.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't set foot in a gym or lift any weights at
hey,
all.
I haven't seen the inside of a gym in like 6 years myself too, so I'm with you
I
on
drink
that.
vodka diet.
Let me ask you this, like, because he just brought up a good point. You guys are all over the place. Like, I see you guys like it, just from city to city, like different countries, stuff like that. You have to have experienced a ton of crazy-ish. Like, give me at least one story, like something that just weirded you out.
I want one from each of you. And if I'm that one, I will fight you.
Mind you, this
I don't
is
think we should
from
do that.
production.
There's this crazy dude named Egypt who just like hovers, and he's like,
So, tell me,
what was it like in episode 37 when?
First of all, I don't know. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here.
No, I mean, no, you know what? Honestly, man, like, it's the same for us a lot. So, in a sense, a lot of it becomes repetitive. But the cool thing is, man, the fans come out to see us, It's like, people say, hey, do you ever get tired of, like, traveling and doing all that stuff? I'm like, dude, I sit at a table all weekend and people come up and tell me how awesome I am. And I sign pictures for them. How could that ever get old?
And they give you money.
What's not to like? Yeah, and they give me money. Like, what? How could I ever get tired of that?
I hate being popular.
Yo, man, these people need to back up off me, man. Too much shit going on.
Steve, you got a really rough life. I gotta tell you.
What's your story on,
Yeah,
on
you know
something
you got
fun,
one.
unique, goofy?
I
Just
saw that
like
look
the
in your eye where
goofiest
you
request.
had one specific
that a
Oh,
fan
story.
ever had.
I got a goofy request. Somebody came up and asked me to sign their face. And I'm like, that's gonna wash right off. They're like, I don't care. I was like, all right, that's still $40. Okay.
Wait, time out. You get the $40.
Tattoos.
Yeah. My square smites.
My question is, did you get the $40 then? Huh? Did you get that $40?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, it's good. Okay.
Tattoos. I've had people that
Yeah,
have
people get their names
tattoos.
tattooed. Like, I'll sign their arm or something, and then
So
they go
they'll
get
go
it tattooed.
tattoo it?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
You know
Egypt,
what?
life goals.
Like I would never do it, but at the same time, it's kind of an honor. You know what I
It's a
mean?
very-
That somebody's
it's a
willing to
huge-
put your marking on their body and keep it forever. That's pretty cool,
And
It's
when
a
people do that, I never
testament.
charge for that.
Oh,
If
sorry.
you're gonna do that, that one's where I said,
Just go for it.
go for it, man.
No, but honestly, you know what? Like that, like when people tattoo their name on us or whatever, like it's a testament to like how much of an impact we had on them for whatever
big.
their
Whatever
childhood
reason.
or their adulthood or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm always honored by that. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like no bull crap aside, I appreciate that. You know
Well,
what I
we
mean? Like,
managed to.
I do have a personal question for you, like with the Resident Evil stuff. So I actually didn't know that you were the what do they call that? The acting behind like where they put the dots on you and do like
Motion capture.
Motion capture.
Motion capture, yeah.
So there's been several different actors that I've seen, you being one of them. I think I've only seen like two that I'm like, holy shit, you're a real person. Like I had no idea. So Resident Evil 6, right? Yeah, that was really cool. And it was weird for me to meet you and then realize, like, holy shit, you're a real person. Like
When he reaches for a gun, he's that gun.
He's that guy.
you are.
That
Yeah.
Resident Evil stuff is big. It's that audition to end was almost 2 years. So
took that
Capcom,
long?
2 years. Capcom is very specific on. I mean, they spend thousands and thousands of dollars to take us to a gun range to shoot different guns.
You
Just so
actually
we-
have to shoot the gun.
so you have to
Well,
do
they-
like a lot of training
a
for
lot
that.
of training. Capcom
Okay.
is very specific on. I mean, they work to be Leon, and the way that I walk, the way that I shoot a gun. They wanted specifics.
Because, like,
Hey, hook a brother up, man. I want to do some Capcom too. Hey,
do this.
just saying.
I think you just want to shoot guns too.
Where's the love for the kids? Come on.
don't take this disrespectfully, but I know you from Resident Evil because I'm the gamer, I think, of the group. Like, I think I play more video games than anybody. And so, me actually playing video games, I know you from this, and it's interesting to see actors do things like this. Like, I feel like you take more time doing video games than doing like an episode of a TV show or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you put a lot more work into that.
Well, let me tell you, you're right, and here's why. When you're in motion capture, they have a basketball stadium of cameras. It's like a high school basketball stadium of cameras. So when they film the scenes, it's like theater. So we will film the scene and we will let the scene run because there's a camera every like 6 inches all the way around. Whether I'm here, whether I'm here, whether I'm here, the camera's picking it up.
It catches every angle.
So we let the scenes run like a play without having to cheat towards the audience. So you're able to let the scenes...
You really are in your head with doing these scenes.
These scenes are fully run out like a play. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's a lot more fun.
Harder?
Yeah.
Harder than actually
Because you gotta learn
acting.
all that dialogue, yeah. When we do Power Rangers or movies, you're doing like a half a page of dialogue at a time if you're lucky. Because actors, we like the scene to run.
Yeah.
So we can get going. You know, like athletes, you don't want to just like start and stop. You want to let it.
You don't want to sprint for 25 meters and
You
then
want
be
to
like,
go.
okay,
Yeah.
we're done.
So we like the scenes to play out, and they allow you to do it. In Power Rangers, it's like you have 2 lines. Blah, 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 cut. You're like, we're just getting
You're
going.
like, I'm just now working it out.
Just getting going.
Is
So
that how you felt as well? Like,
I'm sorry, what?
like just doing scenes, like it's just like very.
Well, you know what? On the TV show, on Power Rangers, the scenes were very fast-paced and everything moved very quickly because we had a low budget and we had to move very quickly to get as much shots as possible. But when we did the Power Ranger movie, everything was very slow.
Turns out when money
Big
shows
budget.
up, you got time.
Yeah, we did 20, 30 takes of every angle, everything. I'm like, God, are we doing this one again?
Who was the actor who played Ivan Ooze?
That's Paul Freeman.
Okay, I want to meet this guy because that is the one villain in my head that like
Paul
sticks in
Freeman
my
was
craw.
Belloc
I'm
from
like,
Raiders
you're
of the Lost Ark.
scary.
Oh, yeah.
No
Belloc,
way.
yeah. Same guy. And he was in Hot Fuzz too. He's the priest in Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
Yeah, same
No
guy.
way.
Yeah, and he's
You guys
awesome.
didn't know that?
Super nice
You
guy.
didn't know that? How did
He's
you know?
super nice guy. Yeah. And the cool thing about it is like he's such like a big time actor, and we're like these, you know, crappy little actors from like a TV show that had no experience, and he was like so gracious. Yeah, he let us
was
work.
really good. Like,
Yeah, he was
honestly,
really good. He played off
played
it
a
as
great
well.
villain.
I mean, I was really appreciative of that because this was all, and at that time, all of this was very new to me, you know? And so for somebody who was that big time, you know, to play off of us the way he did, he elevated our scenes that way, and it made us look a lot better, and I was like really grateful for that, you know? Because the movie has held up, even 20 some odd years later. It's still good.
This is the
It's
best
still
Power
good.
Ranger.
And because Ivan Ooze was so good, you know what I mean?
Ivan Ooze. The Ivan Ooze movie in my head, because mind you, I'm 29.
Right.
So in my head, that was the movie I like had repeat. It was a fun movie for me.
Yeah, you were like 3 or 4 when that first came
I mean,
out.
I feel like
You're old.
I feel like the Yellow Ranger
If it makes
more
you
than
feel
but
better for any of y'all, I'm older than everybody here, okay? And I had to re-educate myself on all the shit you do, so I got to appreciate it as an old man.
he legitimately thought you guys were the Thundercats.
And one of the things, one of
they're
the
not
things
the
we got to
Thundercats?
eavesdrop on.
Oh, I'm out.
I gotta apologize. I'm sorry, Sean.
One of the things we got to eavesdrop on. Bring it back to you know, you can go to Mordor, or you got to come back to the Shire with me real quick.
Actually, you know what?
All right.
No, in all seriousness, just so you both know, like, I seriously did re-educate myself on Power Rangers. I have the biggest collection in Portland of red Power Rangers right now.
really,
I have every SH Figure Arts Red Ranger that they ever made.
you're in Portland?
Yeah.
Sean doesn't play around. Like this
Word
man,
up.
this man is.
No.
Yeah, I want to like give him one of those. What is it?
Homages?
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yeah, we're trying to keep up with Sean over here.
From our eavesdropping Wednesday night, MorphinCon. You want to talk about that at all?
Power Morphicon.
We do have to wrap it up. We've gone definitely over our time. You want to hit up?
We got 2 minutes to talk about.
Okay, cool. All right, so Power Morphicon is a show that's held every other year And so this year happens to be the year that's held. It's in Los Angeles at the Anaheim Convention Center, August like 17th through 19th or something like that. Anyway, August 15th, somewhere in mid-August, right?
You're obviously the scheduled person.
It's the biggest like solely dedicated Power Ranger convention.
Yep.
It's all Power Rangers. There'll probably be like 100 different Rangers there. All the voices of all the villains, all the bad guys.
Is Amy Jo coming? Did we pull her out of Canada?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Jason David Frank.
Yeah, Jason David Frank will be
JDF,
there
right?
though, and all of us will be there. And
They also did say that Sean Wynn and the Comic Dads are getting media passes.
you
heard that here first.
I see. I'm gonna say no now.
Holding a special event that night, right?
Yeah, actually, and that Friday night, I'm hosting the official Power Morphicon kickoff party. We got DJ Trey playing the beats all night, and we're going to have a dance troupe called the Go-Go Power Rangers, which is a go-go dance team, and they're going to all be wearing the mini skirts, the Power Ranger mini skirts, and they're going to do a whole dance performance, so that's going to be fun. We're going to have a bunch of... We're going to have the... I'm working on it. Go ahead. Say it.
So my boy Steve is already working on lip sync battle. Like he's gonna have.
I'm not going to be doing it.
Like,
Other
you better
Power
be
Rangers
in
are going to
there.
lip sync battle each other, and then the
win-
audience
I'm
is
gonna
going to decide
win
who's the
that
best. Oh, God's going to win it, he
If
said.
you're not first, you're last.
That's right.
Oh my God, I gotta see this.
Please,
Yeah, dude, it's going to be, the party's going to be off the chain for sure.
I'm asking you to please, like, for this
But,
lip sync battle,
one last thing, let me
please
throw
don't
this
just
up there.
one last thing.
Since you're gonna be there, my boy Alex Blast, who runs Asians Geeks in California,
Yeah.
this joint there, he's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Stop by his booth and kick his ass. All right.
Gladly.
Yes. Tell him that Sean sent you.
We accept.
Are you asking these dudes that literally like? Well, the bad part is these boys
seeing
will
those
train.
moves?
Like, don't ask these dudes to do it.
Oh no, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
So check out
dead meat,
Morphicon.
don't worry
Don't know
about
who you're fighting.
Hang out.
This is
Come
like a
check these
mystery
guys
fighter
out.
and
They're at a
Street
lot of
Fighter.
cons. They make a lot of shows. It's definitely worth it to come visit them. Some of the coolest guys we've met visiting cons ever.
Hands down.
Check it out. Ever.
The Power Rangers are the Comic Dad's favorite.
Thank you guys for being here.
And one last thing, man. Honestly, man, we love our fans so much. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd be nothing, man. So thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Where
it.
can we find you guys? If anybody wants to contact you, hit you guys up via website.
Steve Cardenas, PR, Instagram, Twitter. Done.
Boom.
Jason Faunt, Instagram, and Twitter is the Jason Faunt, and Facebook is Jason Faunt Fansite.
All right, thank you
And
guys.
it's a fun place to visit. Thanks,
also,
guys.
We also call Jason Fun over here hashtag Big Sexy. So if you just follow hashtag Big Sexy, you'll find him.
Hey, I'm big sexy. All right, here we are. We got Rich Werner. We got Rich Werner with us.
Of course, with Sean.
Of course, with Sean, the Comic Dad's hanging out. Rich
Radioactive
is
Geeks.
special for the Comic
There you go.
Dads. He was our second human we interviewed besides ourselves.
No, I seriously
On our
think
podcast.
this is a big deal to have you keep returning. Like,
Oh, right on.
I think this is-
And proof that he is a Comic Dad, he's
We-
got one of the kids with him. The other one's roaming around. You might see him in the background.
No, Rich has been working really hard. He's been, if you guys don't know Rich, he's the original artist for the Plants vs. Zombies. He's been working really hard on his new game, Octageddon. I got lucky enough to test play.
Yeah.
Test
On
play this
Steam?
game.
Yeah. You got the beta
Fantastic.
key.
Yeah, I do. I honestly.
So
this is
talk
what-
about Octageddon. Tell us the idea behind Octageddon. What is the game?
Okay, Octageddon is like, all right, so you're this mutant octopus that watches videos on the internet and gets really pissed off because every video he sees is some kind of abuse towards octopus, and he goes on a giant rampage and just destroys everything.
It has honestly, like, I think I might be out of the group of people. I think I'm one of the only people who actually get the gameplay. Like, I think I got the beforehand gameplay. I don't know if I was. Jesus, that's so scary. I saw that and I was like, oh. That's
helps.
definitely one of Rich's kids. Like,
It helps when your dad's an artist for your
Yeah,
cosplay.
right.
He was Indiana Jones last year. He
your
was
kid's
awesome.
so creepy that, like,
Pennywise wins.
stop looking at me like that, please. Like, that's not okay.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I'm trying to interview over here. Anyways, I played the game. I thought it was amazing. It was a really fun game. It's one of those games that I don't think you can beat, really. Can you? Is there like an end game?
Well, I mean, you can beat. There are modes to the game, so you can beat the game. But then after you beat the game, that unlocks
Another
new
set.
characters and new things you can pick up to play the hard mode or endless mode, which goes on forever.
See,
So it's a song that never ends.
Yeah, so it's like how many levels can you actually make it?
I never even on the Steam. You gave me the what is it DLC, the opening beta essentially to the game. I couldn't beat the beta.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like I tried, so I spent a good hour just like getting pissed off at my computer. Like I was like about to punch my Mac, and I was like, "You need to work for me."
Well, the cool thing about here's the thing though, like the game is kind of hard, but it has replay value. Like I feel like when you play the game, like even when you lose, you win because once you lose all your lives, you get to go and
you get accessibility to new weapons.
Yeah, you get to go hang out with Catfish Carl and like.
No, totally, and that's one thing I do love about this game. And like I think I said, between the group, I think I am the most hardcore gamer. And so for that grind for the hardcore gamers, that's one of those replay values where you play and play and play. Because you're like, okay, I'm gaining even though I'm losing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's so hard. I haven't got this frustrated in a game in a long time. Like Dark Souls was the last time. I don't know if anybody played.
Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Dark
no,
Dark
Souls.
Souls.
Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Is really hard.
Literally,
Have
like
you guys played Super Meat Boy? That's like the hardest game ever made.
I haven't played that yet.
Oh yeah.
That game is hard as hell.
I don't know. I
It is
played
hard as hell.
1,001
Actually,
fights with the way
Actually, I couldn't beat Cuphead,
Yeah.
man.
I can't beat Cuphead. That game's hard, dude.
Nobody can beat that game. That's just a fact. If you beat it, you're just a goddamn nerd.
That game's beautiful
I'm sorry,
looking.
I did not mean to say that in front of you.
Everybody saw that, right? Everybody saw that.
That
I
the
gotta
kids wear out.
ask. I gotta ask then. Like, was that your intention? Like, is that what you wanted out of this? Like, the people like to pull their own facial hair out?
No. Well, I'm not the designer, so George Fan's the designer. The original designer for Plants vs. Zombies.
But I mean, as a team, like, were you?
As a team, well, I guess like he wanted it to be. Well, he wanted it to be hard enough to be challenging, but not too. It's just like a weird balance. Like he didn't want it to be like extremely hard to the point like you just absolutely just give
You
up.
just
like you
turn
play the
it
game
off.
for 5 minutes, you're like,
Like
forget this game.
Assassin's Creed games when they
Right?
get
But he
buggy.
didn't want it to be easy enough that you could just fly through it. So we're trying to like get this weird sort of medium.
Personally, playing the game, I will say that it has that really good balance of being difficult, challenging, and like there's a part of you that still is like, I'm gonna beat this. Like
It still feels
you
attainable.
did a really good job.
Like, yeah.
The art's great.
Thanks.
The playthrough is so simple and fun. Like the computer, because it's on Steam.
Right, for right now, yeah.
And the controllers are so simple on this game. It's essentially a rotating thing, and it's so simple, but at the same time so hard. You do a great balance of doing this.
Oh, thanks.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
it's because you guys have a background of gaming expertise.
I think
or-
so. I kind of do think so because George is like an extremely good game designer. Like
You guys
like,
you did a
one
great
of the
job.
best.
And game theory, I mean, you think about all those classic video game movies like war games where they talk about game theory and all of those aspects. You look at the gameplay and you're like, well, clearly they know a thing or two about this. Like they're not just building a game for whatever. It's like Pac-Man
Right.
and the keys and everything where it's got.
So Rich did a weird thing on this one. Like, I know you are the art designer on this, and I feel like you simplified everything. Like, you kind of, and I don't mean this in a bad way, you dumbed it down, and you were just like, this is the background, and then my character is floating, and you're just kind of interacting with what's coming at you. And it's so good and so, I don't know how to put this, man. Like, this is, I keep comparing it to Rampage. Rampage
well, it has
is
a little bit of
really-
those elements, but yeah.
It's a really good game, and like if you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely need to check it out on Steam. Octageddon. I cannot beat this game, and it's bugging me
Real
that I
quick.
can't beat it.
Real
Like,
quick though, like, what are your inspirations behind, like, when you're like creating for this particular game? Is there
Or your
anything you're thinking
artwork
about, or
or-
like?
You know, well, to be honest with you, like, I work so well with George. Like, I've worked with the same guy for like 10 years, and that's the only person I work with. So like, we kind of have like this like mind meld.
you kind of
like-
you guys just kind of keep flowing with each
Yeah,
other.
like
You
he
just know
gives
what
me
you're doing.
ideas, and I'm like, oh, that's hella funny, and like let's put this in there. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like a really weird like bonding that we have. Like, everything kind of just comes out of it like perfect. I don't know. To me, like
And
the
honestly,
stuff I
this
come up
is
with, I'm like,
solid.
this is exactly what I like. It's like
There's
I
nothing
will,
to be
I
mad
will
about.
go
I don't
ahead
know.
and say that is the first game I've ever bought on Steam. I played the demo. I'm really happy I bought it. It's a fun and challenging game that, so for me as a hardcore gamer, I don't like being able to beat games that night.
Right,
If I buy a
that's kind
game,
of lame, yeah.
yeah, that's really lame. 100%.
You feel gypped if you do
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm like, why did I play this game? Like, I beat it without like a challenge. I can't beat your game, and that's what's like challenging me more to play your game.
Awesome.
And the art's fantastic, the animation's great. You did a very, very good job of developing this. Is this the same person that did Plants vs. Zombies with you?
Oh yeah, yeah. The actual designer of Plants vs. Zombies, like the guy who came up with the game in the first place.
That's where that familiar look comes from.
Yeah. And then our programmer, he worked on the PVZ for like the Xbox. He did like the porting and stuff for that too. So then he already was familiar with what we were doing anyway. So like we got him aboard too. So it's kind of like it was really easy to just kind of get together and start going for it, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have, Sean, you got any questions? I feel like you're sitting there festering with questions. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Attention, like,
I don't know.
I'm like,
Sorry, I know Rich, and the only reason I got a background with Rich. That's the only reason I was like kind of looking.
No, this is interesting.
Drink
you
of
know,
3. So
all of my questions are like not even related to the creation of the process. Like, you should keep going because I'm gonna be like, hey man, do you like pancakes or waffles?
But yeah, right, I'm on.
No, but seriously, pancakes or waffles?
I would take pancakes, dude.
Okay, solid.
Okay.
No.
Should we start hitting Rich
Because
with
they're
some
easier
weird...
to make,
Hey,
you know?
this is probably our last interview. Let's hit Rich with some weird questions.
Okay.
Go. Hit him some more.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's sideways.
Get
So,
'em.
Rich, do you like doing commissions or comic covers better?
I like the comic covers better. Although I just started doing them, so yeah.
Could you draw me on a comic cover?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
That's
That's
a
it.
true artist. We're just like,
I guess
sure,
so.
stand there, I got you.
Is a Pop-Tart a ravioli?
What? I'm sure. Dude, I never thought
Think
of
about
that.
it, though. Think
I
about
don't
it.
want to think about that.
It does
I
have
just
edges and
messed
it
you
does have
up.
filling.
There are Italians everywhere saying, go fuck yourself.
Hey, we got,
yeah,
that's our first one.
Hey, we got little ears right here. Little ears.
She's asleep. She's heard it before.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs, girl.
And we lost her. Winning.
That's like most of our followers. Thanks
And
for
our
tuning
kids.
into the Comic Dads. That's our followers.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Again, I'm Sean Wynn from Radioactive Geeks. I'm just happy to sit in on this one. I just learned a lot. So
Yeah, right.
So, Rich, I mean, what's your favorite thing that you've ever drawn? Like, you said you like comic covers. Like, take Randall's out, because Randall's comic covers don't count. The unofficial
That
mayor
is
of
the
Renton.
coolest
Well,
comic cover I've seen you do so
I
far.
did one yesterday just for myself, and I got it graded yesterday.
Yeah.
But
Is
it's
that cheap? Like in your head, you're like, is that kind of cheap?
It better be
But-
cut out at 9.6.
I'm if it's not at least a 9, I'm gonna throw it away. Don't you know? But no, it's well, I was doing Octageddon stuff, trying to promote it. So it's Octageddon Little Mermaid.
Oh.
You know, the Rock and
That's
Splash and the
dope.
Wave and
Did you like do Ursula or did you do Ariel?
no, he's Ariel on the rock with the shell top and like
fantastic.
the
So
waves
sick.
behind
And all the wing and all the legs.
Yeah.
behind- Yeah.
you know.
I know this is like we're in the middle of an interview and this is kind of personal, but I gotta ask you. I got a blank cover that, like, no joke. We were at the comic shop the other day. I got it signed by Rocky, Steve Cardenas, running around here. We've already interviewed him. I got a blank cover. He signed it. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do an Octageddon mesh with Power Rangers.
So kind of, yeah, I guess so.
And maybe a comic
That's
Geddon
interesting.
logo somewhere back there.
You know, I put the logo in it. Yeah,
Put it in there
all
somewhere.
right, all right, yeah.
I like to ask you things when we're on camera,
I'm
so you
all
can't
Can't
say
say no.
I will
Here's the
do
proof
whatever
that
you
you
say.
said yes.
no. Yes, sir.
I know, I'm on
You
camera.
already feel me.
So now I gotta draw you on a cover, and I gotta do this.
No, it's one for the two of us. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
that
group
makes it
effort,
so much
yeah.
better. Yeah.
But is there any other? I know you just released Octageddon. Is there any other side projects you're working on?
Anything else happening in
Just-
the
no.
art of Rich Werner?
Just personal just personal stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
So if you're on Facebook, the art of Rich Werner,
Yeah,
go check
thanks.
it out.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
where a
awesome.
lot of it comes from.
So you got an
Instagram as well.
Instagram.
Yeah. It's Rich _is_Stoops.
It's Stoops.
Yeah.
That's right. Which is funny because a lot of our podcasts that we've been doing on Facebook Live has been on my stairs right outside my house. So we're like, well, we're stupid.
We're stoop kids.
I would like to invite you
hang out on the
personally.
stoop.
If you would like to come
totally
have a
hang
beer-
out on the stoop.
I mean, you're already stooped, so like,
Yeah.
let's have a stoop
That's
episode.
appropriate.
I could do that. Got a
Sean,
brown,
Sean,
probably a
you're
brown
definitely
bag.
You
invited.
have a stoop we can
I'll
come
be
visit.
there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
You're
you have
always
a
invited.
stoop we can visit when we come down for Rose City, or
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Dude,
where can we visit
all the
you?
stoops in Rose City belong to me.
You're in that
you're
area?
racist.
I'm
Belong
talking
to
about doing
us.
that con.
we're going old school.
Right?
Like, I don't care who lives there. Like, hey, I'm claiming this
We'll
right
be here.
now.
This is my stoop.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you in Oregon walking down the road and just taking a break on a stoop, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir." You're like, "Excuse me."
It's just break time, man.
See this watch?
So, but yeah, no. Sean, where can everybody find you?
Oh, man. Okay, so you can find us at radioactivegeeks.com. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook soon. You can find me personally at just Sean Wayne or Praetorians.com, actually, for my hip-hop music. So I'm everywhere, homie.
And Rich, where do we find you? We just did it.
Yeah.
We want to do it again. Keep the Art of Rich Werner.
Yeah, the Art of Rich Werner on Facebook.
I'll get you on Instagram.
Rich_is_stoops on Instagram.
That's my favorite. I just want to hear you say it. I think we just keep asking you to hear you say it.
Or Rich, is it underscore? It's either underscore or regular, but Rich Werner at Twitter too.
Well, then you,
I
and
will
then you got the
personally
comic
say,
dads.
I will personally say that you are the Comic Dad's favorite artist.
Thanks.
Hands down,
Thanks.
like I will promote you every single day. He gave us promos on his first game.
I win.
I win. Yes.
Number one
I
in
didn't
your
give them
hearts.
anything.
Yes,
Program.
Scoops.
Here, I
Yes,
didn't do anything,
Scoops.
man.
But then, most importantly, for the comic dads, because we're still two of us, and they're just one of them. ComicDads.com,
Facebook, the Comic Dads. Hashtag the Comic Dads.
Instagram, the comic dads.
Yeah,
And if
at
you're
the
going,
Comic Dads.
if you're
Probably none
going
of us can
super
remember what our
Facebook and want to
handles
see
are.
some of our meme work, GothamCityMemes.com.
Yeah,
too
never
many
forget
of
Gotham City Memes. That is probably our biggest page.
He's Reverse Flash on Booster Gold.
You can also find me on Twitter under Sirius Black, a.k.a. Sean. That's CERIUSBLAQ, a.k.a. Sean. Or Instagram under Jonathan007.
Hey, Sean, you were a big fan of Hackers back in the day, weren't you? The movie is, are, continue to be.
You guys definitely
That name says it all.
definitely tune in because Renton City Comic Con is coming up.
Mid-September?
You're gonna see Sean. You're gonna see Andrew. You're gonna see myself. Rich Warner. You're probably gonna be there as well.
And
Renton
Rich is
City
at
Comic
Emerald
Con.
City Comic Con,
yeah.
too.
We are all gonna be at Emerald City Comic Con. Tune in because we're gonna be doing more videos. There's Sean, Andrew, myself, Egypt, and Rich. You're gonna see us doing a bunch of stupid things. We're gonna record ourselves. Come check us out, man.
Have a good night. Alright, so we got the Comic Dads back. Still here at Emerald City Comic Con on the 40th floor. Where are we at, Egypt?
Premiere on Pine.
Premiere
Holler
on
at the Comic Dad sponsor,
The Comic Dads sponsor, HomeSmart,
HomeSmart TRG.
out of Renton. You talk to Bob Underwood. He's your man.
You need a house to buy? He's the guy.
We'll help flip it. Break it down,
I couldn't
build
come
it
up
up.
with anything clever to.
We make it happen.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Oh,
We
your
ran out of
mic's your
things.
mic. Keep it on you. All right,
Is
but
it-
we
it's my
tagged Sean
turn?
out. That's all you. We tagged Sean out.
We tagged Sean out. I'm Steven from Radioactive Geeks. I'm not Sean. We look alike,
Totally.
but that's not me.
Same brothers.
Same brothers?
Brothers.
Yeah.
Cousins somewhere down the line. Yeah.
It all plays into part.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
being here. We're here with mostly
Justin Hutt.
Hey, thank you.
So we've kind of been in a new relationship with Justin. We just met him, but fastly catching
we've been
him.
harassing him.
Harassing him.
We're like, hey, do you like beer? Talk to me. Talk to me.
That's
Talk
kind
to
of how
me.
the Comic Dads operate. But Justin, tell us a little bit about your art, what you're doing, what's happening.
So there's a lot happening. So first off, in order to be an artist, you gotta have a regular job. So I walked away from corporate America about 8 months ago. Said, the hell with it. and full-time comic book
Drawn
artist.
full time.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
the whole thing.
That's really
Living the
awesome.
dream.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is living.
Got
Yeah.
rid of it. And I'm gonna back up a little bit. Here's how my wife found out. I said,
That's not
I
an
said,
easy conversation.
I need you to come pick me up at work. Let's do lunch. And then she shows up. She's like, what's wrong? So I walked out and I said,
You had a box, right?
no,
A box?
I'd actually already went and dropped everything off and turned everything in. Then called her.
Oh, you're
And then
risky.
we get in the car and I was like, I gotta drop you off at your work. And she's like, for what? I was like, I don't have a company car anymore. She's, what? Did you get fired? I was like, I quit.
No.
But
Yes.
I had a severance and all. So I'm a comic book artist and illustrator. So
But you do a lot of really good art. Like, I
Thank
have to say, and I don't mean to toot our own horns, we wouldn't be sitting here talking with you if you didn't. You are amazing. Like,
Thank
I've
you.
seen some of your work, and it blows me away.
Awesome.
And again, who is your, I'm pretty sure last time that we talked,
Yeah.
who's your favorite two to draw again?
Characters.
Yes.
Wolverine.
It wasn't that
Wait,
one.
which yellow and blue or orange and
Oh.
Yellow and blue,
Thank
Wolverine,
you.
like Hulk 181, right?
There we go.
Which, by the way, is at booth HG 402. It's one of my prints. I'm just saying.
Just throwing it out there.
Lobbing one out there.
tomorrow.
Deadpool's always fun.
You have
Lady
a
Death
DC
is
comic,
fun.
because this is the Marvel. This is the Marvel nerd.
Lady Death right there.
Who was
If you
your
ever wanna draw-
DC comic guy? I'm kind of fishing right
he's
now.
You're trying to
DC
fish
hat.
and trying to get me to say that Batman word.
Thank you.
Okay, we can say Batman. Although I have no Batman. Oh, I do have a Batman
Yes,
print.
you do.
With-
I have it.
With Harley Quinn's mallet, with Harley Quinn's brain matter on the mallet because Batman had snapped.
What? No, Batman doesn't kill people. They said so. That's the
But,
thing.
however,
Have you-
if I'm writing it, he would
He
because
would.
she's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
She would only get you so far in a comic book. I'm telling you.
It's true.
But I just wrapped up some Marvel work on Black Panther, which was pretty sweet. And
Is that, which Black Panther? Because they've got like
Also-
the World of Wakanda stuff too. And
so
My
actually,
boy's trying to get in here too. We're very fighty. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's
We're
fine.
aggressive.
No,
It's
you-
fine. I'm mostly paying attention. I'm learning.
Me
you know?
too.
The Black Panther's great.
so the Black Panther, as in T'Challa from the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at
You
now,
have
and I have
questions.
some other stuff coming
I saw
out.
your
but,
face. You
yeah.
got some questions.
Go ahead.
No. I don't.
I have about
No
50
questions.
questions.
I'm
for-
learning.
We're good.
Okay. Thank you. That's
we go.
Radioactive Geeks. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, he's like, and we're signing out.
but we love you for your artwork.
Yeah.
But also you're doing great work in the con world too. So you want to talk about what the con world you're helping out? make
So
run and
first off, we do festivals because we're not here to con anybody. Okay. So all right.
Nice
So
play on words, my friend.
we,
Nice
we
play
do
on-
what we
no,
can.
I'll give you.
Like we'll go with that one.
that was
All right.
smooth.
See that? And that just proved that I'm part black too.
You did.
Well,
Wakanda
Latin
forever.
Black Panther. Yeah.
Which, by the way, when I saw it, when they did it,
But he's blacker than you, officially. Like, you're out here.
but when they did that, first thing I was like, "Damn, Wonder Woman's in this."
Okay, again, why you're one of our favorite
Okay.
comic people to interview.
So
Jesus
every time I see Wonder
Christ.
Woman, I'm gonna be like, Wakanda. So
Hey, if you want, I can be there to back you. I got you, so like nobody can mess with
It's
you.
okay.
Hey, I'm like your hall pass. Wakanda.
There you go. Yeah.
Like,
token black friend, I'm good.
you get one. That's all you
it.
get, though.
That's
Like, you're
good.
cut off after
Hey,
that.
why you gotta steal my mojo? I only had one thing going for me in Renton.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hey, you guys gonna kind of share me? We'll figure it out. Like whatever.
There's
What do you
enough
think? What do you-
Egypt for everybody.
Who gets you on weekends? You know, like, what are we talking
Well,
about?
I get them June 30th and July 1st.
You get both of us.
That's
Then.
a couple
Yeah, there you
days.
go.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Puyallup, Washington. Washington State Toy and Geek Fest. 200,000 square feet, 300 vendors.
It is honestly, that is the biggest con that I think that Andrew and I have been invited to. You guys, your guest list is also gross.
And it's
In
the
a good
perfect
way.
time to go anywhere in Washington.
And we have scones and earthquake burgers.
And elephant ears.
No elephant
fairground
ears.
favorites.
No elephant ears. No, we got the two big ones. and a like 2,000 square foot beer garden that looks like Mos Eisley Cantina.
We might
I
know
like
things
that.
Are you
about
playing
beer
the
I like
music?
beer gardens.
If you're not playing that music, I'm not
Do you
coming.
have a beer sponsor yet?
Do we have a beer sponsor? We have the local sponsor at the brew because it's part of the fair, so there's legalities there.
We know a thing or two about beer sponsors.
I was gonna
'cause we're
say,
Yeah, we just
we
can't
know
play with
people.
them. Yeah, that's the challenge.
However, moving into the con.
Yeah, let's talk about the fest.
We do have a lot.
Fest,
You guys
not
have
a con.
Fest.
You don't con people out of
Yeah.
money. It's a fest.
Sorry, I have to work my way out of this.
Yeah.
You guys got Tom Welling.
Yeah.
You have, your guest list.
Jason Mewes.
Tom Welling,
all
Jason
the comic
Mewes,
book men.
3 of them, 3 out of 4.
And that ain't bad.
Because the other one won't fly.
Is he afraid
Train.
of flying?
He's afraid of flying.
Him
No,
and
he
John
won't.
Madden.
He won't do anything more than 100 miles.
Him and John Madden.
So-
Wow.
I don't fly either.
yeah.
That's my thing.
Really?
I'm terrified
Oh, no.
of flying. I don't like planes.
See, and I'm
And you're
asleep,
talking to a-
and I'm asleep before I take off.
And I'm an army paratrooper, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're like,
Nice.
I jump out of planes.
Perfectly good aircraft. Jump out.
I landed in Houston one time, and
Oh,
I
sorry,
was like,
I saw your hand go. I was like,
That's okay. That's
we
okay.
landed in Houston. I'm like, woo! Everybody's like, what? I said, I've officially landed half the times I took off.
oh,
Because I jumped out all the others. So
Yeah, that's what I was
kinda
gonna say.
it was monumental.
this is why you're going to be a recurring guest on the Comic Dash.
So we had,
after this conversation.
So we got
I'm
Tom Welling, we
all
got
right.
Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku
Oh, nice.
himself.
I like that. Dragon Ball Z.
Is
I
it-
can talk
is it
about
the
that.
Asian? Is it the? And I'm not trying to be like.
Not- is it the
I'm not
dub?
trying to be racial.
It's the dub.
Is
It's
it the
the-
dubbed or is it the
not
actual
really- No.
Japanese?
English dub?
It's he actually does the new Dragon Ball Z show. He
Super.
does
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super.
So
Yeah.
he's the one who's.
It's just in English.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is not. Yeah,
No,
the
so
one I'm
the
watching-
lady who did, she passed the original voice.
No, I get that, but
Bulma.
Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, is this the Japanese version voice or is it the American version dubbed?
American
American.
version dub.
Okay,
Yes.
because I love Dragon Ball Z Super. I'm like about episode 53, so I'm not caught up to, I think it's at 140, 150, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course you're over here. And so the Japanese voice I cannot stand for the life of me. It's killing me because like I love Vegeta. Vegeta's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Always.
We
Always.
almost had him, but he's going to be doing another show somewhere else.
Oh, no.
That's so sad.
It
But-
is
but
the prime season for
It is, but we're also going to be working on a script, and he's going to be doing some wording on it. But the other part that's cool is, so Goku will be there, Tom Welling. We have 4 of
Tom
Disney's
Welling is the
descendants.
one.
So the kids are going to be crazy. Maggie Giha from Gotham, Kevin Sussman, Stu.
Maggie is Ivy,
Poison
right?
Ivy, yeah.
Ivy, yeah.
Yes.
Nice,
The
dude.
After I Fall in Water
She's the
Become Hot.
older.
Which I've been looking
No,
for
the
that
hot-
sewer.
I think that
older-
works. Yeah, like we both
Yes.
could use a little bit of that.
Andrew,
Yeah, like-
Andrew
no,
and I
you're
have been
fine.
looking for that pool for a while.
Absolutely.
It's essentially the same pool that Ra's al Ghul keeps using to, regenerate whatever.
Which would be sweet, right?
Yeah, I'll
have
take
that.
that.
I mean,
I'm
it might
actually
grow my hair
72.
back. Yeah, but that looks sweet, man. The bald moose is in.
Bald is beautiful, David.
Hey, at least you have facial hair. I ain't got any of that.
You'll get there.
That's
I didn't
right.
get mine until 33. You
Between
got
the
years
two
to
of
go.
You're a full head of hair. So
Unfortunately.
Kevin Sussman, he plays Stu in Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
Hey,
there.
your guest list is impressive.
It's pretty fun, but it covers a lot of different genres so that everybody can have fun, right?
Yeah,
and that's
that's
the
good.
nice thing about it is that you're not just hyper focusing on the geeks. You're like kind of doing like actors, actresses, like old school. Like for me, Tom Welling is cool for me because that was essentially the start of the comic book TV shows.
Sure.
Who else? Name one person. Do not bring up Flash Gordon. I swear to God, I will punch you.
Lou Ferrigno.
He is
What
the
are you
savior
talking
of
about?
the universe.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah, the
Flash
Hulk.
Gordon. You want a TV star from
Yeah,
Marvel?
this is
Lou
the guy.
Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou.
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't he with that crazy guy who thought he was Thor in the '78 show?
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about that?
This is exactly why I
Or-
told you guys to stop before I even got started.
Okay.
Like, oh my
Why we
God.
gotta get mad at my old Marvel?
It's okay.
Hey, I still think David Hasselhoff is the superior Nick Fury.
You know that the very first Spider-Man was on TV, right?
On camera.
You know the first Spider-Man on TV was Morgan Freeman in Electric Company. That was Morgan Freeman. Comic truth.
I'm gonna shake it. This is, damn. We got the comic.
The voice of God.
Have you ever seen the comic dads get comic schooled? Because it just happened. Him and I were not ready for this. This is a real thing, guys, and I apologize if you guys have no idea what's going on. But that's some real nerdy shit.
The have it all sorted out for you.
And if it's wrong, my wife. No, I'm just kidding.
My wife said it right, and she's always right.
Yeah, especially when it comes to, like, she'll see something and she goes, "That's Attack on Titan." And I was like, "No, that's Adventure Time." So,
oh my god, you guys are fighting anime?
Yeah,
but she comes to college with you.
You know,
how's that for cool?
Well, she's like, "You sold 18 today. That means I'm gonna go buy 23 pops on the way home."
Wow. She steals all your money.
Yeah,
it goes to the same account. She knows.
She's my accountant. She's my manager.
Just don't let her know how much you sold, and then she won't go buy pops.
Well, every time she walks,
I'm not married, so I don't know.
Well, when she walks away, I sell the original art.
Okay.
And then she goes, "Do you sell anything?"
No, I don't sell anything.
Yeah.
So,
Fine, go buy
being
your
the
pops.
comic dads.
Do you have a question for me, sister?
She's away.
Okay, so my wife is not here.
And we're not recording this, so she'll never hear it.
She'll never hear it. Never
again.
Nobody will ever hear it.
You're smart. Just be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Tread lightly, my friend.
Oh, I
So,
know.
I mean,
They always
you
find out.
You look a little younger. You don't have the stress and the anger.
I don't have the stress and the anger yet because I am younger.
So
yeah.
married?
Yeah, I'm not married.
You're still older than me.
No kids.
Perfect.
He's definitely older than me.
You think I'm
still
older than
gonna
you?
Yes, I'm gonna go older.
How
old are
much old? I'm 28.
Oh, damn it, buddy.
Oh,
Here.
Yeah.
My oldest kid is your age.
Yes. Yeah.
See, and I'm
take
We're
that.
gonna push him off to the side. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. I'm weathered.
No, I mean just take notes from these old veterans.
I am. I'm not dating anyone.
As
and
divorced,
I'm single because I don't
I can
want
tell you
that
how to not get divorced.
by not getting married.
That's a start.
That's how you do it.
Or you can date me. I mean,
That is
You
step
want to
one.
date, but you're married.
I mean, you seem like you
He
paid
didn't
me.
say he was gonna get a divorce.
Did you say pay for things? I don't pay for anything.
He just wants a
Oh,
little.
okay.
No.
He just wants
I
a
pay for
little
myself.
nerd on the side. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's not me. Sorry, you guys.
And we
Sorry.
have turned into the dirtiest part of the comic dance we've ever done.
Welcome to the
But
Comic
we're
Dance
still
Club.
PG based on words.
Exactly.
No,
Right,
I've dropped that bomb twice.
It's not
Oh, have you?
I keep
It's not
counting
till
my
people
F-bombs.
point it out.
Well then,
That's
fuck. We're on 3.
Yay! Puzzle time! Now we're R-rated.
Well,
We can actually be somebody now, but I mean,
to wrap things up, we've had a lot of fun. We
Yes.
obviously, like, you can see things are filtering
the
out.
bar's thinning. We finally kicked half of the people out.
Well, we didn't kick anybody out. We ran out of booze.
That's always the golden way to kick people out. Run out
That's
of
why
booze.
that's why I'm
We got-
leaving after this.
Radioactive Geek, right?
Radioactive Geeks.
Hey, where do we find you guys? Because you guys are starting a TV show, right?
Right. We're going to be starting a show that's going to be mostly on Facebook.
Hey, that's where it all
That's
starts.
our forte.
That's
Is
what I'm
that
saying.
where it is? I got thrown into being here right now in this seat, but Sean and Peter, they know everything about it. I'm going to be like the camera guy. So
That's
Well,
fine.
we're
and the guy on the street with like the selfie camera.
you
I'm
need to
like,
be
"Don't
the
get
guy
on
on
the
the
street."
Hey, don't bring yourself down because you're pretty. You got this.
Oh, yeah.
And the personality will win out.
I got you,
Right.
homeboy.
Look,
I got
That's
you.
why I'm here.
Egypt's used to being the pretty one.
Look,
So you're
if
good.
Ryan
Hey,
Seacrest
you
can
guys
make
just
it,
need to
you
sit
can
down.
make it.
Yes.
Hey, we'll bring each other up.
That's not
I'll
somebody
teach you
that
my
I care
ways.
about,
I'll teach you my
yes.
ways.
Still. So,
Yeah.
So
Just-
Radioactive
yeah.
Geek, we're bringing you up TV show. Where can we find you?
I'm pretty
Website.
sure that we have a Radioactive Geek, or at Radioactive Geeks on Twitter and Instagram. We haven't posted anything yet, but
But
we
you're
will
getting
be.
there. That's-
We're getting there.
Hey, and the comic
Yeah.
dads are gonna start blowing you guys up. We're gonna work
Yes.
together. We're all gonna bring
Yes.
each other out.
We're all about
Yes.
cross promotion.
Yeah.
That's all
what
we
it
know.
is.
Awesome.
We don't know anything else.
Yeah.
I'm all about
Legitimately.
cross promotion.
So Justin, where do we find you?
Yeah.
Instagram at Art of Justin Hunt, and Facebook at Art of Justin Hunt, and at artofjustinhunt.com, which we're still building on. The other thing is, toyandgeekfest.com. Tickets are on sale
Toy
now.
and Geek Fest. You got that URL.
Toyandgeekfest.com.
Which we've already...
Not Puyallup Toy and Geek Fest.
no.
It's just Toy and
Geek
Geek.
Fest.
If you go to a Toy and Geek Fest, it's there.
Which
Danny.
Andrew and I'll throw you in on this. You haven't helped with this, but hey, we're buddies. We've sold 10 tickets already.
The Toy and Geek Fest?
Yes, we have.
And we're appreciative of it because now we've told a total of 11.
Well, no, and
places.
the funny
You
thing,
sold me on it.
No, you gotta come.
my son's grandma lives in Eatonville.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's going to bring all 20 people from Eatonville.
They're all
we
He
gonna
just
be
knows
wearing-
the other 20 people in Eatonville.
Which means
and they're all
all
coming.
65 teeth are coming.
That's not many teeth. I would go actually lower because I've
You're
been to
probably
Eatonville
pushing
several
45
times.
now.
Well, my daughter lives there, so there's 32.
We are really excited. My brother
Yeah.
actually graduated from Eatonville High
Okay.
School. He has all his teeth.
Oh,
Anyway.
go Loggers or Crusaders or
Are they still the
Badgers.
Crusaders?
are
I
they?
can't
Yeah,
remember.
they got
Whatever
the
they are.
Axemen or something like that.
Yeah, one of those, yeah.
We love you guys. Yeah, don't
Still
find
love
us.
us. Grandma Ronnie, you're still Troy's favorite, I promise.
Anyways, thanks for spending time with us.
At comicdads.com, Instagram at the Comic Dads,
Instagram that's probably the best way to.
Facebook, the Comic Dads,
The Comic
Twitter.
Dads. The
We're
Comic
more
Dads.
twits than tweets, but we're getting better.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't know how to. We tried Twitter. And
I
we don't
share
get
and
it.
I
I quit.
follow and I retweet.
I don't like
and
Twitter.
I'm
So I'm an
trying.
artist. It's like tweet. I drew today.
Picture.
And then people retweet it. People retweet it, and they're like, "I
No,
tweet
they
today too."
retweet. They get the hell out of there. Like
Yeah.
this dude.
They're like, I would give that a heart.
Retweet out the back door.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
So,
God. Yeah.
Anyways,
Justin's the man, one of our favorites.
Justin,
We met recently. Check him out. Go check out the Toy and Geek Fest, June, July. That little crossover.
we got the dates.
June 30, July 1.
Puyallup, Puyallup.
For y'all.
Any way you want to say it, go check it out. Great guest list. Good time to go visit. Hang
And
out,
we got
have
a
a good
boy
time.
over here.
Radioactive Geek.
What? Yeah, Radioactive Geeks.
Done.
About
There we
me?
go.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
find us
us.
all over the place. We're
around,
throw us
we're
all
here.
these together, and you're gonna just have to deal with a bunch of us. I'm sorry, guys.
Have a good night. Enjoy ECC.
Bye.